I guess what I always kind of, when I hear young people mock religion, I'm not even Christian. I'm not practicing, but let me defend it for a sec. When I have enormous respect for the Judeo-Christian ethic because, and any religion actually, the major religions. And the reason I do is let me just take Christianity as an example. I think that people are not aware of how much they not only benefit from that ethic, but also how much they believe in it without realizing it. So let me give you an example. You know, if you talk to most people, racism is a terrible thing, okay? Slavery, of course, is terrible. Do you know anybody who's pro-slavery? Anybody? I mean, some people are into sexual slavery, but that's a whole fucking different thing. But you know what I'm saying, right? So for the most part, people are like, hey, man, take it easy with you guys. I got to blur my eyes again. God, dude, this is a family podcast. God, they're making eyes at each other. Anyway, but like... You take for granted that, racism is bad. You take for granted that slavery is an evil. That argument had to be fought and won for most of history.
Yeah.
For most of history, all of that slavery, just taking somebody and putting them in bondage, was what you did because you could. It wasn't considered, there wasn't a whole lot of talk about it. And I remind people that the first people to outlaw slavery and enforce that law were the British, but that movement was spearheaded in the United States and in Britain by what you people would call right-wing Christians. Because the idea was everyone is of the same moral worth.
Yeah.
Why is it that in our judicial system that all of us believe in, essentially, if I kill Bill Gates, or I kill some wretch on the street, some guy who's, some drug addict who's just sitting there in a hump, and you didn't see them, like they're lying there and I do the same amount of time. If I go walk by and shoot him in the head, I go to jail for life for that.
Yeah.
Now, in traditionally, you could say, but dude, that guy has no value, man. He's taking up space. He's using up resources. I just got rid of him. It's bad meat. And you'd be like, and then they go, what's your status? And you go, oh, I'm a prince. I'm aristocracy. They go, you're good. You're a higher birth. Okay. But guess what? In this country, or in most of at least the modern world, you go to jail for a life. Whether I do it to him or I do it to Bill Gates. Why? Because our judicial system is predicated on the idea that because we're all, whether you believe it or not, there's one Father and we're all brothers and sisters. What does that mean? Monotheism says that essentially all of us are the children of that one God, meaning we're all brothers and sisters, meaning we're all of the same equal moral worth. Yeah. It's moral worth. And that means you as a human being are not in a position, no matter who you are, to judge what I'm worth, even though I'm a wretch on the street. That's not for you to judge. And everyone agrees with that. I don't care if they're an atheist. I don't care if they're a Buddhist. Everyone in this country agrees with that. And that is a Christian idea. And our judicial system is... It'd be very easy with math and rationality to argue and make a strong argument for why some people are just worth more than other people. They just are. The profoundly, what's the word? Is retarded the wrong word? The profoundly mentally retarded, mentally handicapped?
Yeah.
The profoundly mentally handicapped are a drag on resources, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could say that. So you could make a very strong argument, and by the way, the Soviets did, a lot of communist countries did. You know what? The Nazis did. They're in the way. They're draining resources. We got to get rid of them, okay? We would never do that in this country, but the way you argue against that is not with math, not with rationality, not with money, but with the idea that we're all of the same moral worth, and it's not for you to judge. When you say you don't judge, it's not for you to judge. That means you don't know the whole story, but somebody else does. Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody write it down, man. Why was that not me? I want music. I want wind blowing my hair back, bro.
All right, if you guys liked that clip, go ahead and hit that link in my description and watch the full podcast. You will not regret it. Thanks for your support. Love you.